The exercise also says to include a brief description underneath each rectangle. For example, this is a big green rectangle. I want to add a brief description underneath each one. I think it'll be easier to put these rectangles one underneath each other. A good way to do that, a simple way to do that, is to use an HTML tag called BR, short for line break. The BR tag makes the next thing go on a new line. So if you put a BR tag underneath /canvas before the next opening canvas tag, it'll put a line break between that first rectangle and the second rectangle. The BR tag doesn't have a corresponding closing tag. You can just leave it like that, or you can add a space / to indicate that that's the end of that tag, but it's not required. So I'm going to put one of those BR tags after each rectangle. I've got one after my first rectangle. Let's add another one. Angle bracket BR space / angle bracket. Let's put one under the third rectangle as well. I'm putting it under the canvas area that the rectangles are drawn on. And that should put each rectangle one after another. Now it'll be easier to write a description of each rectangle underneath each rectangle. Let's start with this top. Mine is a big green rectangle at the top. After my BR tag up there, I'm just going to write, this is a big green rectangle. Let's see how that looks. I think I'll put another BR after that, after those words. Good, so I've got the words underneath the rectangle. Specifically, I've got those words underneath the canvas that rectangle's drawn on. Again, it's okay if you don't understand all this code. This is what you're going to learn all about. After the next rectangle, I'll write a description. This is a medium blue rectangle. And I'm going to put another line break there. Refresh my browser, see how that looks. I'll make another description under my red one. This is a small red rectangle. I'll put another line break just to keep things sort of separate. And finally, by the way, you'll learn all about formatting later. This doesn't look that good. That's okay. Right now we're just getting familiar with code. We're not worrying about format right now too much. And after that final canvas, after my purple one, I'll put in a BR, a line break, and then write the words, this is a very small purple rectangle. And another BR just for good measure. Probably don't need it there. Yeah, it's really not needed there. That's the end of the page anyway. Okay. Very good. And again, formatting, you can play with the formatting. You can see this is not a very pretty page, but that's not what we're worried about here. We're getting you to get familiar with the code. Put that in the wrong place. I want to put another one here. Another one here, I think. Just to space that out a little bit. Those words belong to the one above. Again, formatting is not my concern here. So that's it. We've done the exercise. Make sure you've saved the exercise in a place you can find it. You probably want to have a special folder on a memory stick or something where you're saving all these things. We're going to learn what all this code means in detail. It's important to lay your code out well. I've been doing that in this example as I go. Notice how I've indented the code really well between opening and closing tags. Please get in that habit. It's really good documentation. And don't forget your name and today's date as a comment in your code. You wrote the code, put your name on it. So I hope you enjoyed the first lesson. I'll see you in the next lesson. Happy